Hello friends, welcome to BioVidyalaya. This is Chitra. I hope you all are doing very well. This is the continuation of our last lecture video. In this lecture video, we are going to discuss about couple of pedigree probability questions from genetics. So before going to begin, if you are new to my channel or if you didn't subscribe this channel yet, then please do subscribe and enable the bell icon. So you will get notification when I upload new videos. So let's start.
This is the question from CSIR net December 2016. I hope you all have tried to solve this question. Let's see what is the answer of this question. Question is, the following pedigree shows the inheritance pattern of a trait. From the following, select the possible mode of inheritance and the probability that the daughter in generation 3 will show the trait. Options are option A, X-linked recessive, probability is 1 by 2. Option B, X-linked recessive, probability is 1 by 4. Option C, autosomal recessive, probability is 1 by 2. And option D, autosomal recessive and probability is 1 by 3. Okay. Here in the options, they are given that X-linked recessive and autosomal recessive. So we are confirmed that this is a recessive trait, but we have to confirm that whether it is X-linked or autosomal recessive. Okay. We know that in the case of recessive trait, the recessive phenotype will express only when both the alleles should be recessive. Both the alleles should be recessive, then only the phenotype will express. And one allele is coming from his father and one allele is coming from his mother. That means at least one allele should be present in these parents. Then only the offspring will become affected. Okay. So here we know that this is a recessive trait. Next we have to confirm that whether it is X-linked or autosomal. Here you know that, here you can see that this is affected. This father is affected but this mother is unaffected, but one of their son is affected. Okay. Here also mother is affected but father is normal, but one of their son is affected. Okay. See here, this is the first generation, this is second generation and this is third generation. Here you can see that one of this son is affected, this son is not affected, this son is not affected, this is normal son. That's why we can say that this is autosomal. This is not X-linked. This is autosomal. Why it is autosomal? Why it is not X-linked? Because we know that in the case of males, X and Y chromosome is present. And this X chromosome is coming from his mother. And this Y chromosome is coming from his father. Isn't it? That's why this mother is affected, then all the sons should be affected. But here only one son is affected. This son is not affected. That's why this is not X-linked. And this is autosomal. This is autosomal recessive trait. Okay. Next we have to find what is the probability that the daughter in the generation 3 will show the trait. Okay. If assume that this daughter is affected, then this mother should
contain at least one recessive allele. Here you can see that this mother is normal mother and this father is affected, and we know the genotype of this affected individual, that is AA. Okay, small letter a, small letter a. Here also small a, here also small a, and here also small a, small a. But here we don't know what is the genotype of this mother. That may be homozygous dominant or heterozygous, isn't it? So here we have to find what is the probability that this mother is heterozygous. Okay, so here we know the genotype of this father, and here this son is affected, that's why this mother is heterozygous. Here also this son is affected, that's why this father is heterozygous. This mother is homozygous recessive. Okay. Next we have to find what is the probability that this mother is heterozygous. Okay. So what is the genotype of the parents? Small a, this one and this one, cross capital A, small a. Here capital A, small a, small a, small a, capital A, small a, and small a, small a. This mother is unaffected. How many are unaffected here? This is unaffected. This is also unaffected. So 2 are unaffected. Out of these 2, how many are heterozygous? 2. Both are heterozygous. So 2. 2 by 2 is equal to 1. So 1 is the probability that this mother is heterozygous. Okay. Probability is 1. Next we have to find what is the probability that the daughter in generation 3 will show the trait. Okay. That means the daughter in generation 3 is affected. Okay. So capital A, small a, cross small a, small a. On crossing, capital A, small a, capital A, small a, small a, small a, and small a, small a. Okay. So out of 4, how many are affected? 1, 2. 2 are affected. 2 by 4. 2 by 4 means 1 by 2. Here we have to consider the probability of this mother also. So probability of this mother is 1. We already know the genotype of this father, that's why there is no need to consider this one. Here we find genotype of this mother by probability, that's why we have to consider the probability of mother. Here 1 is the probability of the mother, so 1 into 1 by 2, that is equal to 1 by 2. This is the probability that this daughter is affected. So the trait is autosomal recessive and the probability is 1 by 2. Let's see the options. So here autosomal recessive is there, probability 1 by 2 is there. So the answer is option C, autosomal recessive,
probability is 1 by 2. Okay. Let's see one more practice question. Question is, the pedigree below tracks the presence of dimples through a family's generation. Having dimples is an autosomal dominant trait. If individual 33 married a woman who was heterozygous for dimples, what is the percent chance their children will have dimples? Options are option A 0%, option B 25%, option C 75%, and option D 100%. Okay. We know that this is an autosomal dominant trait. This is an autosomal dominant trait. We can represent dominant allele as capital D and recessive allele as small d. Here the shaded ones are affected individuals that may be homozygous dominant or heterozygous. And these unshaded ones are normal ones. They are not affected, they have no dimples. We can represent the genotype as homozygous recessive, small d, small d. These homozygous recessive individuals have no dimples. Okay. So here these affected individuals have at least one dominant allele. At least one dominant allele is present in these affected individuals. Okay. Here if individual 33, that means this one, married a woman who was heterozygous for dimples. That means this woman is affected and she is heterozygous. Capital D, small d. And what is the percent chance the children will have dimples? That we have to find. Okay. So here first we have to find what is the genotype of this individual 33. Okay, let's see that. Here parents of this individual 33 is this one and this one. Here this mother is affected. This mother is affected. But this father is not affected. So we can say that this mother is homozygous dominant or heterozygous. But this father's genotype is small d. That's why the genotype of this individual 33 is capital D, small d. He is heterozygous. So this individual 33 is heterozygous and this woman is also heterozygous. So let's see what is the probability that this child is affected. So let's do a cross between capital D small d cross capital D small d. Capital D capital D, capital D small d, capital D small d, small d small d. Out of these four, how many are affected? This one is affected, this one is affected, and this one is also affected. So 3 by 4. 3 by 4 means 75%. So what is the probability that, or what is the percent chance that children will have dimples? That is 75%. So the correct answer is option C, 75%. Okay, I think this is clear for you. Try to solve more probability questions from genetics. Here I am winding up this video.
If you like this video and find it helpful, then please click the like button, share this video with your friends, and also don't forget to subscribe this channel to get more videos like this. If you want reference book for CSIR net preparation, then please join our Telegram channel. Keep learning. Thank you.